extremely happy that the turnout was amazing. We had 12,391 people in attendance.
71.
We were extremely proud of everyone's performance. The fight was an incredible fight. I'm glad that everybody gave Sadam Ali an opportunity. I'm glad that everybody gave Sadam Ali a shot. Obviously everyone being an expert in boxing. I'm glad that everybody gave Sadam a shot at beating Miguel Cotto. And that's what he did tonight. I mean, he put a tremendous show. He fought like a true champion. You know, Miguel Cotto, he had a tough fighter in front of him in Sadam Ali, and Sadam Ali just proved, just wanted to be great, and that's exactly what every fighter should understand. You know, I mean, every fighter that we presented this fight to, and he turned it down. You know, didn't dare to be great. You have to dare to be great, and that's exactly what Sadam Ali did. He dared to be great, and look at what happened. He won, and now he's in a whole new level. I mean, that's what boxing's all about. I'm talking about guys. I mean, I can name a list of fighters who turned this fight down. For some reason, they turned it down. I mean, I'm sure you guys can figure it out. But I'm extremely happy for Sadam Ali. He proved that look, he can either fight at 154 or he can go down to 147. He has many options. We're already talking with HBO to put him right back on HBO next year, first quarter of next year. My President Eric Gomez will discuss that with Peter Nelson, and so this is look, when opportunity knocks on your door, you better take it, and that's exactly what Sadam Ali did. He took it, and he did a great job. So we're extremely proud of him, and Sadam Ali. I mean, we obviously, the sky's the limit. Sky's the limit, and we're just extremely happy that we worked with Sadam Ali right from the get-go, right from the start. And that's what Golden Boy Promotions does. We build all these fighters. We get these fighters to championship level, to getting a world title, to becoming stars, to having them on HBO, the best network for boxing by far. So I want to thank Joel Fisher and Sal and from MSG. You guys are amazing to work with, and we will definitely be back. It has been such a pleasure working with everyone here, and I think Sadam Ali is in here in about less than 5 minutes. So if you have any questions for me or for Eric, for anybody, we're here to answer anything you have.
Oscar, can you speak to the difficulty or not Miguel Cotto staying away? He said, promise my family I'm not going to fight anymore, but it can be alluring to come back. Can you speak to that a little bit for Cotto?
Well, I can't speak for him, but it does remind me of reminded me of myself when I fought Pacquiao, and I lost to Pacquiao. I was thinking about coming back and going up to 154 and trying to make that excuse for myself that, I came back down to 47, I was weak, let me go back to 54 and get a win, and go out with a win. But you know, fortunately enough, I didn't convince myself enough and stayed retired. I think, look, it's up to Cotto. I can't answer that for him. I just think that every fighter, any individual should make that decision on his own. I mean, this is such a personal decision. Miguel Cotto, I'm sure, will make the right one. And look, after a fight like this, especially, I mean, I don't know if you saw his bicep. I mean, that bicep is torn. You can clearly see it. And you know, but still, he doesn't put any excuses whatsoever. But a fighter can always find something to always want to come back. So look, that's up to Miguel, and whatever he decides, we're behind him 100%. All right, Miguel, 3 minutes? He'll be here in 3 minutes. Sadam will be here in 3 minutes. And Miguel Cotto will be here as well.
What about you, Oscar? Are you coming back? You've been working out a little bit lately, right?
See me in shape? I'm not going to come back, come on.
McGregor?
Even though that would be too easy for me, but... I mean, come on, guys. You don't give me 2 rounds? Come on. Are you kidding me? I gotta train, what, 6 months? If I train 6 months, 2 rounds, easy. Kidding me?
See that?
Jesus.
Can you speak to...
At 154? Woo! Oh my God.
Sounds like you want to do it, Oscar.
Oh, bro, my mind wants to do it, my body doesn't let me.
Could you see yourself doing another training camp?
You know, I loved training, actually. I was like a gym rat. I loved training, but you know what? Honestly speaking, no, I won't do it. I won't. I can't. And I'm not. So McGregor can sleep good at night, so he doesn't have to worry. It's all good. You know, don't worry about it. It's all good.
Can you speak to fighters? You mentioned fighters didn't want to take this fight. They turned it down. Was it because you wanted, like Mikey Garcia said, he would have taken the fight if he didn't have to sign a multi-fight deal? Can you speak to that?
No, but we went back and offered him just a one-off. Yeah, we were. I mean,
so that wasn't true. That wasn't true with Mikey.
No. I mean, these guys, all these fighters. Look, we now have the new WBO 154-pound champion, prepared to be great, Sadam Ali. Sadam World Kid Ali. Here's a real champion right here, who dares to be great. And what is he now? He's a world champion, who's going to be fighting on HBO now.
I'm not even sure what to say right now. First and foremost, I would like to thank God. I'm just so thankful right now. I've been blessed, and I feel even more blessed now. First, I want to thank Team Miguel Cotto. They didn't have to give me an opportunity like this. You know, it could have been anybody else. And I did be great, and I seen the opportunity. I didn't run from it. I wanted it. You know, I'm not in this sport just to take easy fights. You know, sometimes you got to take the big ones, and this was mine. And I went out there and I shocked the world. Can't say I did everything perfect in that ring, but I did what I had to do to get it. I'm thankful for the decision. What happens next, I really don't know. I'm just excited, and whatever is there for me, I'll be ready. You know, whatever Golden Boy has in store for me. I just want to thank everybody, all the fans, all the media, and about the media. A lot of you guys didn't believe in me. I never let it bother me. But I just hope I somewhat won you guys over. You guys know now, not to everyone underestimate me. I did what I had to do, and believe it or not, guys, I'm only getting better. It's going to get better from here. I'm just so grateful, and I'm gonna keep learning from this experience. I learned a lot, and things went my way today, and should I say tonight? I worked hard for it though. In my life, I took things for granted. A lot of things came easy for me. Well, of course, I worked for it, but it still felt easy for me because of my thanks to my dad and my family. They always made sure I rode straight in life. And there's some bumps in my road, but I learned from them, and I'm back, and I'm happy.
Right. Yes, sir.
Congrats, Coach. Congrats, Sadam. Happy for you. You're a good role model. You're a good guy. Can you share, please, what were you thinking as they were tabulating your cars, and then as the scores were announced by Mr. Buffer, were you thinking they were going to say your name or no?
If I'm gonna be honest, I did feel like I pulled it off, but at the same time, I wasn't sure what the decision would be. I did pray at that moment. I said, "Please, God, let me just get this decision. I hope it goes my way." You know, but I did feel like even if it didn't, I believe I showed who I was in that ring. But I am grateful that I did get the decision, and I'm really happy.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Part question. One, even though you were moving up to 154, did you feel that you were bigger than
I did weigh in a little bit bigger than him when we weighed in. I do have more reach. I am taller than him. He just had way more fights at that weight than I did. And of course, he's a very strong guy. But I was able to he did catch me with some good shots, good body shots, some head shots. But I was able to be able to take them. I might be about speed, but I do also have some sneaky power as well. I'm blessed. It's just something that you're born with, and I'm blessed with some power. So I did shake him up here and there in the fight. But he was definitely the bigger guy, and he was aggressive throughout most of the fight. But I tried to step to him here and there as well to mix it up. Right. That's a good question, because honestly, at this point, I don't know what's gonna happen. Might not. But I will continue to entertain, and hopefully the fights only get better and better for the fans. I'm really grateful for everything that's going on.
Sadam, what surprised you most about Cotto tonight?
What surprised me the most? Honestly, I wasn't really surprised at all. I knew he would come strong. I knew if he caught me with a real good shot, I could be hurt. So I knew I had to be smart in there, and that's what I did. And I was aware. I moved. I was a little awkward in situations, and I kept him on his toes at times. It was a tough fight, but I stayed mentally strong in there, and I dug in. So, and I knew if I'd done that, and if I put the work in beforehand, then I'll be fine.
And second part to that question, when you heard him in one of the early rounds, everyone kind of like freaked out because we were not used to seeing Miguel Cotto hurt like that.
Right.
How hard was it to stay disciplined and not, go guns blazing and potentially leave yourself open for a counterpunch?
Oh, it was really hard because, man, I got him hurt. What if I take him out right now? Everything's mine. Everything that I want. I'm smart and I'm not stupid, and I know if you can get excited and you run into one of them Cotto left hooks, everything you thought you had is gone. So I said, I got him hurt. What's the point of jumping and rushing it? Take your time. You could probably hurt him again.
Did you knew or did you felt him fighting differently after he got injured?
I honestly didn't even know he was injured. I did see him retreating a little bit, and there was times where I took charge. I didn't know anything about his hands. That wasn't really what I noticed or even focused on. I just said, I need to dig in.
Jesse was, I'm talking about Jesse Vargas, critical about the decision to have you as Cotto's opponent. Is there still bad blood there? Can we see that rematch ever? Do you want that rematch in the past?
Who knows? Honestly, I'm not really thinking about it. If HBO asks for it, that would be different. But if Jesse Vargas fought me tonight, trust me, everything will be completely different. I made big mistakes in that camp with him, and and I learned from it. I really learned from it, but I'm not going to take nothing away from him. He was the better man that night. But I know that he's not messing with me. So, you know, things happen in life, and I move forward.
Can you just give your perspective as the trainer of what you've seen and changes he was able to make over the last couple of years, maybe since the Vargas fight, where he can come into the ring here and expand it?
Well, as you can see, he made an entire 360 turnabout. This was a tough task. David, Sadam's father, and I, we wrestled with it. And from the beginning, when he said we were going to be boxing Cotto, I said, no, we're not. He said, yes, we are. I said, no, we're not. Yes, we are. And then we finally were fighting him, and we had to turn it up on Sadam. Sadam is as good as any elite fighter on the planet. The only limitation Sadam will ever have is what he puts upon himself. He can beat every welterweight and junior middleweight out there. As you saw tonight, there were a lot of media folks who were saying Sadam was going to lose. This was a horrible fight. I'm not going to watch it. And this is my baby. When they say things like that, I get upset because we've been through the thick and thin from the very beginning. So when you talk about him, you're talking about me. And if you talk about me, he's kind-hearted and he's sweet. I'll burn you up about it. So we worked hard. He rose to the occasion. And like I said, it wasn't easy. We had to push, shove, and get to that point where we could be where we're at right now. Sadam is the junior middleweight champion of the world.
And do you think that he's best suited to stay and defend him, or like you talked about, maybe being better off at home?
Well, listen, we don't know what we'll do next. That's up to Oscar and Golden Boy and David and myself and Lenny. We sit down, we commiserate, and we find out what might be the best direction for Sadam to move in. But I can guarantee you this. I don't think I'll have to yell at Sadam to go running again ever.
Jay, congratulations to both of you. Were you surprised when Sadam hurt Cotto so early in the fight, and what did you say to him when he came to the corner after that round, stepping in twice?
Well, I wasn't surprised because we had been working on some things, but it caught me off guard. But I think it surprised Sadam a little bit more than it did us. And I wanted him at that point just to be sharp enough to take advantage of when you get a man hurt. You have to remember in boxing, the actuality of hurting someone and noticing it is almost like a millisecond at times. And if you don't notice it, you can let someone get off the hook. So he didn't, I don't know if he actually saw it, but I know when we saw it, we were saying, Sadam, get up on him. You know, just start working a little bit more. But in his mind, he did the right thing. He kept control. I would have liked to seen him have picked it up, but he still did a great job. And, you know, we'll work on that. He's a nice guy. That's what happens with nice guys.
How did it feel walking into Madison Square Garden, a world title fight, and everybody there, with the exception of maybe 10% of the crowd? It was a pro-Cotto crowd tonight. You felt it walking into the ring. You felt it when you were being interviewed by Max Kellerman. What were your emotions walking to the ring and then when the scorecards were being read?
First, it felt pretty good, honestly. I did see my fans there as well. Might not have been as much, you know, and Cotto's fans overpowered, of course, and I was already expecting and knew that. Believe it or not, when they would cheer, I felt like it was for me at times. I took it in. I just took that whole thing in, and then the decision when it came my way, which I was praying and hoping for, it's just a blessing. I'm grateful, and I'm just happy. I'm ready for what's next.
Sadam, on that note, 60 Minutes ran a segment not too long ago focusing on the fight again. Unbelievable suffering there. Much of the world, much of the people in this room today right now probably don't know what's going on there and what's happening. This is obviously a huge win for you, extremely proud victory. How much does this victory mean for your people together?
It means a lot. There's not many fighters from them. I was born and raised in the U.S. I feel like I do it for both. But they feel it too as well. And all the suffering that's going through back home, you know, I just wish nothing but the best.
Where you get your jacket from?
Honestly, I can't even tell you. I don't even remember. I got a lot of old jackets like this. You like it? Appreciate that, my brother. Thank you.
In retrospect, hindsight is always 2020. Any concern that they may discredit your victory and they say, oh, they got shot, the injury, the this, the that?
100%.
They rolling back in on?
I already know that's going to come. There's going to be people that wouldn't give me my credit, and there's going to be a lot that's going to discredit me, you know, because he's on his way out, he's older, they're going to say, oh, he didn't look as good as he usually would. I'm expecting that, but that's not going to bother me. I know how great I am, and moving forward, I know I'm going to prove more, so I'm not worried about it.
After being an original Cotto, what do you feel about him as a fighter in his career? Are you a fan of his? I mean, what can you say about Miguel Cotto's career?
I was a big fan of Miguel Cotto. Still am. He's a great fighter. This is his last fight. But I think he's great. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about him. He was good inside and outside the ring. In the ring, he didn't do anything dirty to me. I appreciate that. And to me, he's a good man. I got respect for him.
I'd just like to say, when, can you hear me? I don't think the mic is on, but.
You got a big one.
Yeah. I just want to say that, thank you, nephew. When we were entering into this fight, all the naysayers who thought that Sadam couldn't win will probably be the same guys who said that Sadam won by whatever. Oh, Cotto was an older man. Cotto was maybe washed up. I don't want to hear it. He came into the fight an underdog. He left this fight a world champion. Give him the credit that he's due.
One last question. So this man can go eat some raised pizza.
How much did it help? You know, you beat Top Great Good when you were a big underdog. How much did you draw on that experience coming into this fight?
I was underdog before, and I was underestimated by the media as well in that fight. And I had to prove it wrong. I've done it before. I did it again. This time it was harder against a tougher opponent, and I definitely worked a lot harder for it. And same thing I did, I made it count. And I proved everybody wrong. I'm happy. I'm not mad at anybody that didn't believe in me. Because at the end of the day, what counts is that I believe in myself. And I'm just back.
Well, thank you very much, Sadam. Thank you, all the team. You guys did an amazing job. I just heard, so Miguel Cotto has a torn bicep. He's instructed to go to the doctor, to the hospital, and get it checked out and get it operated on. So Miguel Cotto's not going to be able to make it. But thank you very much to all the media, all the press here. And Sadam, I mean the new WBO 154-pound champion, Sadam Ali.